tonight's question of the night would be, what do you think is critical to your business, right? What do you think that you do that your business cannot survive without? And the reason we'll ask this question to the group is, one, it'll reveal, maybe some areas somebody's lacking, or it could give us some ideas. So that's the question for the night. I'll kick it off. I think a critical component to everything at Actually Agents is our email newsletter, which, Foreman, take a victory lap. This man carries that all on his shoulders, and it's just fantastic for us. That email newsletter, I said on a mastermind when we were first starting in this route, Foreman, right?
Yeah.
That we'll see where we're at in 8 or 9 months of focusing on the emails. And now what?
We're just over a year in.
So in 1 year, we've been able to get just under 10,000 emails completely organically. And I will say that the email, for example, the BAM Pro Bowl, I maybe got 200-300 signups through the Instagram because Eric was pushing it really hard on his Instagram. But I think we got double or triple that from the email. If you relate those two things, a 9,000 follower email list is pulling more weight than a 190,000 following Instagram page. So I would say that email list for us is the most critical part of our business. Hey everyone, Luca from Actually Agents here. Just wanted to take a quick second to bring your attention to an amazing opportunity we've secured for the Actually Agents community through our partnership with BAM. If you use code ACTUALLY on the website link in the description, you'll gain 10% off to the BAMX training platform. It is jam-packed with courses, information, ebooks, scripts, and more, all specifically designed for the modern real estate agent like yourself who's ready to commit to their craft and 10x their business this coming year. Remember, use code ACTUALLY. It's 10% off. The link is in the description. Thanks so much for your support. Before we go to Ragusa, and this is just general advice for all agents because you'd be surprised how much we see it. You never ask for the business. There's like no call to actions on the email. There's no reason for them to dive any deeper because a lot of agents don't want to come off as salesy. But my grandfather always said, from nothing comes nothing. And he says it with a thick German accent. It's much funnier when he says it.
Real quick, my favorite solution to that is if you have free guides and different things that you've set up, just include randomly in the middle of the email. By the way, I made a guide on XYZ. Have it hyperlink where whoever clicks that hyperlink, whether they sign up for it or not, reach out to them. Say, oh, thank you for being interested.
Oh, I love that. Here's a call to action without a call to action. They click it, they don't download the content. You don't care because Constant Contact tells you who clicks it. And now if you have 600 people and only 6 of them click it, well, now next week, you don't have to call 600 people. You only have to call 6 because at some level, they have indicated, I want to sell my house within the next year. Ragusa.
Yo.
Good evening.
Good evening. I hope everyone here has at least tried to set up that QR code sign-in system with Ryan here because I am telling you guys, I am killing it right now. I am picking up so many leads. I hired another realtor to literally just start sending things out because I can't be everywhere.
Oh, nice, dude.
Let's go.
Congrats.
Yeah, these are just the best buyer leads you can get. They're out looking at houses. They've already met you. They've seen your face. They're much more receptive to a conversation. And my lender is basically doing all the cold calling for me so that, I'm not really chasing them after they sign in. And he sends them right back to me, pre-approved, ready to go.
I wonder what he's calling reaching out is. Is it just the offer and then he's just going into straight sales?
Yeah, so the first initial contact is always, hey, thanks for coming to that open house at blah, blah, blah. Were you interested at all? Would you like to make an offer, right? And then there's a lot of people who don't answer the phone, obviously. They're still calling them. Like even from 2 months back, 3 months back, they're still calling my leads from the open house and they just keep picking people up.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah, they just got to close faster. That's my challenge still.
Being buy side as well can definitely be rough.
Well, what I started doing to fix that is I made sure every single one of these leads that we picked up, right? So they met me at the open house once. So I'm already a familiar face. They've spoken to the lender, I don't know how many times before they finally give in and say, okay, yeah, I'll get pre-approved, right? Then they send them back to me. And the lender is talking me up the whole time. Oh, you got to work with this guy. He's the best. I put them in the consultation that I taught everyone how to do during Real Estate Mastery, if you guys remember. broker, and I was going over statistics, the numbers, their dream home, is it out there? Can they afford it? Blah, blah, blah. I go through all the numbers, have them text me all the properties they like, and I will run their mortgage payment for them, not the lender. So they keep coming back to me and they want me to represent them.
Interesting.
Look, if I can't be in every house, understandably, I still need to be a resource to these people. So the best way for me to do that remotely is to be the numbers guy. If I let the mortgage broker be the numbers guy, then I have no value anymore.
I think a lot of agents shy away from these conversations because A, they either don't know how easy it is to like get a rough idea of a monthly payment, and
Yeah.
two, because it's like, well, that's the lender's job, right?
Yeah.
But you hit the nail on the head right there, Ragusa. It's one other thing in your toolbox that makes you invaluable as an agent and much more difficult for them to switch to another agent.
Exactly. Luca, every single person I have spoken to said you are the first agent to give me this much knowledge.
It's
Oh.
setting expectations, it's making yourself invaluable to the sales process, it's setting yourself apart from other agents, and it's combating the stigma that the industry gets that all we do is open up doors and show houses.
Exactly.
Right? Austin, question of the night.
I mean, you guys were killing it already with your answers, but I have a follow-up question with that. You said that your email is your one thing. When should you start the email? Like, is it when my database hits 100 that I start making the email?
If this is going to be a large pillar of your business, the only thing that changes between 30 people in your database and 100 people in your database is you lost time. You'd rather break it and mess up and test and see if it's converting or whatever while you're small than shifting gears when you have 1,000 contacts in there, right? The whole idea of this is consistency over the long term. We're a year and a half in.
Austin, with the QR code sign-in sheets, in 2 months, I have 650 new email contacts in my database.
What a effing guy.
That's
man.
wild.
What a guy, dude.
Austin,
Yeah.
think about it like this. If you were to put the other stuff that we talk about in practice, like a lead magnet and having a post go viral and using that to collect emails, if you were to do that today and tomorrow you wake up and you have 1,000 emails, what the fuck are you gonna do? You just lost time by not already having the system in place. James Hunt, question of the night.
Okay, I'm going to hit with the sales thing. You are a salesperson. Sales is not a bad thing. All these realtors think like, oh, I'm not a salesperson. I'm a relationship person or whatever. Like, look, you're in sales. Sales is not a bad word. The thing about sales is that you perfect your craft to get the best for your client. And that's what sales is. It's not about holding a pen in front of somebody and like, oh, you got to sign this contract.
Yes, dude, I'm totally on board with you, man. I think sales is an important position to have. And the reason why it gets a bad rep is because there's people out there who are unethical. You keep your ethics in check and you do the right thing by the customer. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being a salesperson. And that's what you are. You should acknowledge the fact that you're in sales.
Make sure you're advising your clients on the best deal. That to me,
Part of
ethically.
being, that's sales.
Yes.
I've never, ever sold something I did not fully believe was the best for my clients.
Boom.
And that's the attitude you got to have.
Yes. All for that.
All right, everybody. We're coming up on the half hour. I think I'm going to cut it here. This was a good one.